Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In this video we are going to be doing a complete brake job on a 2014 or newer Jeep Cherokee. Tools, torque specs, and anything else that you may need in order to complete this job accurately are both listed on screen and in the comment section below. Make sure to check them out. With the vehicle on the ground, make sure to loosen the lug nuts. Lift the vehicle using your manufacturer's recommended jacking locations. Note the lifting positions.
If you need to change the right front tire, chock the left rear tire. Two triangular cutouts indicate the front jacking locations. Two rectangular cutouts indicate the rear. You'll want to place the jack under the lift area closest to the flat tire.
Raise the jack until it properly engages the jacking location. Do not raise the vehicle until you're sure the jack is fully engaged. Now, you're ready to raise the vehicle.
I like to use a towel on my jack so I don't scratch the paint underneath. Here's a look at the brake caliper from behind. As you can see, these are torque to yield bolts. These will need to be replaced. See the link in the description below for more on these bolts. To remove the caliper, start by removing the two 14mm caliper bolts. Once those are removed, the caliper can easily be removed from the rotor. Place this up out of the way just for a second. I like to use zip ties to hold my caliper up out of the way. That way it doesn't fall and damage the brake lines. The brake caliper mounting bolts require an E20 Torx socket and a breaker bar to remove. Next, you need to remove the rotor from the vehicle. To do this, you use a small Allen key. Do not headbutt the rotor. The kit that I used in the description below has all of the rotors clearly labeled, front driver's side. Rotors can be quite stuck, so don't be afraid to find your favorite hammer and smash away. After you have successfully removed your rotor, go ahead and clean up the hub. I like to use brake parts cleaner to get the hub squeaky clean. Next, I like to use high temperature anti-seize around where the rotor sits on the hub. This will help the rotor not stick when I go to do a future brake job. The front rotors need to be rotated around until all of the lug holes and the Allen hole that holds the rotor to the hub are aligned. Next, install the small Allen bolt that holds the rotor to the hub. Next, install the brake pad mounting clips that are included in the kit. Just simply find your favorite pair of pliers and remove the old ones. Make sure that the new ones that you're installing go back in the same orientation as the old ones you removed. Next, you can reinstall the brake caliper mounting bracket. Make sure to use brand new hardware when installing these caliper brackets. These are torque to yield bolts. Next, you're going to want to hand tighten the brake caliper mounting bolts. Do not use an impact wrench to snug these. Next, remove your brake caliper slide pins. Make sure to inspect these rubber boots for any cracks or splits. Remove the old grease from the brake caliper slide pins. Using new brake parts lubricant, see the link in the description below, grease up your slide pins. Next, reinstall your slide pins. Just simply push them until they lock into place in the boot. Next, you're going to want to grease up your brake pad clips. Make sure to not get any lubricant on the brake rotors. Make sure to install this small clip on the top, only the top, of the brake pad. Do this before installing the brake pad back into the mounting bracket. Brake pad should easily slide into place. Do the same thing for the backside brake pad. Install the brake pad springs. These should face inward towards the center. Next, apply a small amount of grease to where the brake caliper contacts the pads. Brake calipers will need to be compressed. You can do this with either a brake caliper compression tool, or you can use a C-clamp and the old brake pads. Time to reinstall the brake caliper. Start by hand tightening the 14mm bolts. Next, get your torque wrench and torque these bolts to 32 foot-pounds. The inner bolt may rotate on you. You will need to hold it in place with a wrench. Next, you need to torque the brake caliper mounting bracket bolts. Torque these to 129 foot-pounds. The rear brakes are nearly identical to the front brakes. However, first, you need to fully retract the parking brake. To do this, you need to go into your vehicle and go to the settings section. Under the brakes menu, select brake service, and click yes. With the parking brake fully retracted, you can remove the rear wheel. Remove the bolt for the parking brake solenoid. Next, you can remove the brake caliper bolts. Install torque is on screen now. Much like the front brake job, you will need to have a set of pliers handy to keep the inside bolt from rotating. Much like the front brakes, make sure to zip tie your caliper up out of the way so you don't damage the brake lines. Go ahead and remove the brake pads. So here's the last difference between the rear brakes and the front brakes. The caliper mounting bracket uses a T55 Torx caliper mounting bolt. This is also a torque to yield bolt and will need to be replaced when you reinstall the mounting bracket. The rest of the rear brake job is identical to the front brakes. Everything I used for this brake job can be found in the description below. Make sure to check it out. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts were on your brake job. Was it hard? Was it difficult? What did you like? What did you do differently? Make sure to check out my other content. I try to post regularly. See ya in the next one.